you agree with me that as an achiever, you must go the extra mile? I thought so. Most intelligent students of human potential do agree. But the amazing thing is that it just requires so little. I mean, it's called the extra mile. It's not called the extra 100 miles, it's the extra mile. And our icon for this series, the sub 4-minute extra mile, demonstrates that perfectly. Our icon is Roger Bannister. He's the first human to ever run the sub 4-minute mile. After thousands of years of trying. Remember, the Olympics were in ancient Greece. That's where they came from, the Olympiads. And nobody could do it. They didn't even believe it was possible. Doctors at the time, 1954, May 6th, in that epic, they were even saying it was dangerous to the health of any person who even tried. There was one man who didn't believe it. Roger Bannister. Oh, and he tried. It was his specific intention. First of all, let me tell you about his training regimen. Hey, this guy was a pre-med student. Neurobiology, too. It's not just like you're working on toenails. So he didn't have much time in his life. So he practiced. He wanted to break the sub 4-minute mile. He knew that was his only chance because of circumstance that he would ever have. That circumstance being he was about to get out of school. Back in the old days, they didn't have pro sports. You either do it while you're in school or you don't. The sub 4-minute mile. He gave it what he could. He had a lunch hour every day. He practiced 30 minutes a day. Now this is when conventional wisdom said you had to practice for hours a day. He gave it what he could, 30 minutes a day. He had to save some time to shower, clean up, cool down, eat, make a couple phone calls, visit with his friends somewhat. That's it. That's it. And with this, he defied and redefined history. You see, nobody ever did it before him. Nobody could. They didn't even think it was possible. 2.5 years after him, 18 others were doing it. And today, it's even a qualifier, even though it took 3,000 years of trying to get there. It's a qualifier to be a serious player in the track and field in that arena, in that sport. You see, it wasn't just fortune. As a matter of fact, the day he ran that sub 4-minute mile, he looked at his pacemakers and said, the sub 4-minute attempt is on. He called it like you can call the 8-ball in the corner pocket. He called it. He knew what he was doing. There, right there. The whole secret, the whole universe has just opened up to you. Empowerment. You see, it's not time. 30 minutes a day wasn't enough time. Roger Bannister didn't compete in the 48 Olympics, so he was invited. He knew it was a failure for him not to go. He went to work immediately preparing for the 52 Olympics, and he came in 5th or 4th place, I forget. But it was not good. At that point, he decided he would be the human to run and break the sub 4-minute mile. Now it was 3 minutes, 59 seconds, and 4 tenths. He did it by less than a second, by just a little over a half second shy of 4 minutes. But he did it. And he defied and redefined history. So how does that apply to you and I? A lot of different ways. Basically, it's saying that the important thing is not time. That's a factor. Not time that you spend investing and preparing. It's the intention with which you invest that time, even if it is short moments. And that's why we introduce the sub 4-minute extra mile. You've got to go the extra mile to get ahead. You've already told me that. But you can do it in sub 4 minutes, remembering Roger Bannister. Sub 4 minutes per day. We even put a timestamp on the audios and videos that you receive. The power, the compounding over time of regular, intense, focused, intended effort is overwhelming. You too in your life can change records. Hey, I'll tell you right now, there's a price on the program. I'm going to give you a sample, but there's a price, and it's, remembering Roger Bannister, a mere, remember, you don't have to go big to be effective. 30 minutes a day, sub 4 minutes a day. To go, it's commemorating Roger Bannister, $3.59 and 4/10 per week. $3.59, 4/10 per week. You can't even buy a cup of coffee at Starbucks for that, and it's gone in an hour. This lasts you a week. But, I'm not asking you to sign in right now. I'm just asking you to go ahead, register, and get 7 free samples of sub 4 minute extra mile. When we sell them out, that's a $49 value. Go ahead, put your name in, email address. We'll fire you off right away where you can listen to, watch is more correctly said, 7 samples of sub 4 minute extra mile. So you, like Roger Bannister, in your own affairs, your own business and affairs, can break new records, can run ahead of others. And you can do it in brief, focused, regular, intended investments towards that end.